So imagine buying a condo in Toronto and it actually cash flows. The rent coming in covers all of your expenses. This is a trend that I'm starting to see happening more and more. And we're now in the summer of 2025. Toronto's condo market has been taking a beating for the last year. I'm seeing condos selling at 2017 and sometimes even 2018 price levels. At this point, it just comes down to seller motivation. Sellers are willing to work with buyers. It's very much a buyer market. Condos are not getting a lot of showings. They rarely get offers. And as I tell my active buyer clients, you create opportunities in a market like this by being engaged with the market, going out there, doing showings, putting in offers that make sense for you, and seeing what the seller comes back at. When you put things in writing, that's when good opportunities happen. So in this video, I just want to share a little bit of information about what I look at when calculating condo cash flow, because some people may not be familiar with this term, and it's actually quite simple. What are your carrying costs in a condominium? Your mortgage payment, property taxes, condo fees, utilities if the tenant is not paying the utilities, maybe some rental items such as a hot water heater, and your landlord insurance. There's a really simple way for you to determine if a condo makes sense for you as an investment, and that is analyzing the monthly rents in that building. What have units recently rented out for in the last 3 to 6 months? The more recent, the better. And then you kind of reverse engineer that formula. So you add up all your monthly carrying costs outside of your mortgage rate, and then you do a calculation on what you anticipate your mortgage payment to be. And you can actually tweak it. So like maybe it doesn't make sense with 20% down, but maybe it makes sense with 25% down. So you can tweak it and move things around, and essentially you can force your condo to cash flow. But during the pandemic, interest rates started to go up sharply. Carrying costs for condos went up as well. Prices dropped, but not that significantly. And during that time, somebody would probably have to do about 50 or even 60% as their down payment in order to get their condo to cash flow. In today's market, you can do it with 20 to 25% as your down payment. And when you're getting a mortgage on an investment property, you're required to put at least 20% down by lenders. And more lenders are now requesting that you put 25% down. So this, combined with the 30-year amortization period that we can now get, and the fact that interest rates are at a somewhat reasonable number. Most buyers are getting mortgages in the low 4s. I've seen some getting them in the high 3s as well. So, it's pretty reasonable. More and more opportunities now exist for you in this marketplace. But again, it's not just about the math and the numbers making sense. It's also about the location and the building as well. So it's important to work with an agent that specializes and that can help navigate you through this, because sometimes you may see units being sold at really attractive price points in some buildings. The thing about our market in Toronto, it's such a busy and big marketplace that you can see consumer trends and anticipate consumer trends in a much better way than you could if it was a smaller market with fewer transactions. You can kind of like see where information is moving. So my name is Alex. I'm a Toronto Realtor, Freemax Condos Plus. If you want to book a call with me, or if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section. There's also a link there if you want to jump on a 15 or 30-minute call just to talk about the condo market. Happy to answer any real estate questions you may have. If you could like and share this video, I would really appreciate that. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would be fantastic. I'll see you next time. And this has been another episode of your Toronto Condos.